Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 31. We're playing as King Lodolf the Great of Bavaria and Pomerania, and he is the son of King Otto of Bavaria, formerly Duke of Brunswick, formerly Duke of Saxony. Before we get into actually playing the game, I'd just like to make a quick comment that currently, until Friday, I think, so maybe 2 or 3 more days as of the posting of this video, Crusader Kings II is on sale on Steam, and so is the collection, which includes a lot of the DLC. Not all of it, but most of the older stuff, for fairly cheap. The base game itself is now $10 instead of $40. So get on that. Let's get the game going. There we go. Apparently we lost the ability to usurp this woman's title. Not this woman, oh, she might have destroyed it. Let me check that. The Duchy of Moravia is what we're looking at here. Because the ultimate plan, well, ultimate I say, the plan to get Bohemia and all these lands under our dominion was we went to war with Poland and took their holdings in the Duchy of Moravia. From there we were going to get a claim on this county from holding the Duchy of Moravia, which would give us, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that would give us enough to hold the Kingdom of Bohemia. And most of these people would join in on our kingdom, except for her, because she'd hate us for usurping all of her titles. Yes, apparently the Duchy of Moravia is owned by a princess of Poland in the county of Lower Silesia. That's rather interesting. We can't, okay, we can't usurp it for another 5 years, probably because she recently usurped it. So that's not too much of an issue. You know, whatever. It does prevent us from doing anything there for a little bit of time, but I'm not terribly concerned by that. You know, it's fine. That was how we were going to get Bohemia. Some of it bloodlessly, because we would have been able to offer the vassalization. And because we would have been the de jure liege of that area, most of them would have just fallen in line. And because they're Catholic as well. You can see here, Catholics. So, what can we do today? We're not going to help out our Byzantine guy in the war for Jazeera because, well, he started a war that he couldn't win. So it's his own damn fault. We might look into trying to take one of these Italian provinces. I don't particularly want to, because that would put us in conflict with the Karlings. I've got this problem with my throat again. I just have to deal with it. Similarly, I don't particularly want to come up here and start hitting the Norse, or even the Slavics, because of that reduced supply limit deal. I don't like it at all. It's a massive pain in the ass. And we don't particularly want to go at Hungary's revolutionary forces, because then after that revolt ends, which, let's just check that, it's going to end fairly shortly anyway, but after that revolt ends, there might be an issue with Hungary saying, hey, you own our stuff, give it back. However, if the Revolutionary War is actually for a Tengri guy, it might just be for another Catholic, though I doubt that, if he wins, all of the other Tengri are over here. See, it says that these guys here are Tengri, but they're actually Jewish. You can see there's a little lines there which indicates that the holders of these titles, while the counties themselves are Tengri, the rulers are Jewish. So that's kind of a pretty big split. The issue is that Hungary started the game with a bunch of troops, but for this revolt to actually be doing this well, you'd think that they must have lost a bunch of those troops, so we're going to check that out in the ledger. They should be near the top of the army list, if they still have those troops. Let's just check down, check down. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it. Where are we on this? Bavaria, holy shit. We're 6th? We're 6th. God, we kick ass. 10,433. Is that legit? Kind of. If it includes my... I don't think it includes my retinues in that calculation. Because that would put me over 10,000, but wow. That's pretty good. And if we are attacking Hungary, we won't get a lot of the supply limit issues. We would get them in... Well, I say we would get them, but it doesn't look like we're getting them in any of these provinces. We'd have to see how it all turns out, but I don't believe we'd be too constrained by supply limit in Hungary. You know, there's a really easy way to check this. Your Tengri? Let me see. Can raid neighbors, can declare subjugation wars. They're limited to gavel. That's a big problem with playing as a pagan. Until you reform the religion, you are limited to gavel-kind succession. He can't declare holy wars. He's inferior at conversion and vulnerable to non-pagan missionaries. He loses prestige if he's at peace for too long. And the pagan faith can be reformed. Let's compare that with the Norse. Let me see, where's the one I'm looking for? Can perform coastal raids. Yeah, there we are. Low-tech non-pagans have very low supply limit in pagan counties. That's only for some of the pagan religions. Obviously not the Tengri. So, what I'm thinking is after this revolt... Let's just see, who are they actually... Whoops, that was a misclick. The revolt is... well, looks like that our pad of a Hungarian revolt, which would be this guy, is wanting to, I haven't turned off any of my damn notifications or anything, so I'm just going to quickly go and set Steam to be offline. That's a mistake on my part, and hopefully nobody contacts me over Facebook or anything, so it doesn't beep at me. If it does, we'll just deal with it. I gotta be honest, I'm not clicking and alt-tabbing around too much because, I have to run Crusader Kings II in windowed form to get it to record properly. And it is liable to crash if I alt-tab to a full screen something else, which my browser is. So we're just going to have to manage that. So this guy is who they want to be King of Hungary. He is Tengri, so that's good. He's not that great at anything, I guess. So the issue here is that we could declare war on this guy for, you know, these two counties in Pex, or this one county up here in Nitra? Whatever. If we do that, we'll also be hostile to the Hungarians themselves. Not particularly caring about that. But the issue is that if he wins his war, he will be King of Hungary, and we'd be truced with him. We wouldn't be able to declare war on him for like another 5-10 years. Pretty sure it's 10. So, we want him to become King of Hungary, and as soon as he does that, we're going to check out how many troops he's got, and probably declare war on him for an entire duchy. One of these three, either Pex, Esztergom, or Nitra. And I'd have to say... Well, let's have a look at that. So that's for kingdoms. Where are the empires? Carpathia. I don't want to get Nitra, actually. All three of those duchies are within the Carpathia Empire, which I don't much care about or for. We wouldn't want to hit Esztergom because it's in the middle, sort of thing. We'd probably go for Nitra or Pex. Because Pex might get us into Slavonia and then Bosnia, but then that could draw us into actual conflict with the Byzantine. Because it's part of the Byzantine's de jure empire. And I don't want to be in conflict with the Byzantine. Anyway, that's really something to think about, because we can't do much until their little revolt ends. Okay, let's see. My mission to Paris has been a success. Oh, that's where we've put our Chancellor. Yep, so King Charles III should now have a positive opinion of us. Excuse me. Let's just see how that is with some of his allies. So, where is he? Yeah, they can still pretty much call him into war. Maybe Lotharingia can't. Yeah, so we're just going to have him sit back there and keep on getting that dynastic... we're trying to break the Karlings, of course. You know, it's what we do. So, yeah, we're just trying to get West Francia not to like us more than he likes his Lotharingian, Italian, and East Francian brethren. And when that happens, we could hopefully declare war on the Italian for these little things here, or maybe if we have some sort of claim in East Francia, because we do need East Francia. We need East Francia to form the Holy Roman Empire, I believe. Well, to form it via this decision. And yeah, it has too much of the HRE's lands in it to not take, because you need 80%. If you form the an empire title by de jure grounds, you need 80% of its de jure lands, and East Francia is all of this here at the moment. We're currently incorporating Brunswick into Bavaria. That's not something I want to do. I can't prevent it, it's just something that happens. The Duke of Carinthia is throwing his vote around like a little bitch again. Yeah, so we're playing the waiting game, and we're also letting our money recover, because we made a fairly sizable purchase in München last time, I believe. This keep, we can upgrade to our keep, cost us something like almost 500 gold, or 430, it was one of the two, and it's going to be worth it, trust me. Our eunuch is dead, it's fine. You know, while we're waiting, we might as well come up here and start subjugating some of these places. just because, well, what else are we going to do in our time? The Prince Bishop of Salzburg is dead, so we've got a new one. Been thinking, we probably do want to go with free investiture, but that can come later. Our main priority is to get Crown authority up to medium in Bavaria. And I'd also like this little war here. Oh, they have typhoid fever in Nassau. Unfortunately, the king is over in Paris. But I'd like this guy to end his little war that he's involved in, which is the West Francian Revolution. Ah, tech points. Come on, military. Ah, cultural. It's fine. Cultural is fine. I'm thinking we should up our majesty. Though, no, we are kind of close to getting that third level of, close. We're about 100 points off getting that third level of legalism, which gets us an extra holding in our demesnes, which is useful. Otherwise, I'd consider going Majesty, because your prestige and your piety influence how much noble vassals and religious vassals, in that order, like you. And the Pope as well. The Pope likes you if you've got a lot of piety. And that counts for our ruler. For example, you can see there we have a plus 6.8 from technology and a plus 6.8 from technology. So they accrue faster. And if we go to our heir, he's got a bit. And one good reason for giving him his own holdings, Also, I'm pleased to see that our heir is both a brilliant strategist with an excellent martial skill. We may actually get him to be our marshal in a moment. He even has a granddaughter already. I'm proud of him. And I'm also proud of him because, like our father before him, he is bald at 17 and has a double chin. He's like Prince Ulrich is the second coming of Duke Otto. But yeah, he's actually a really good leader. Really good. I'm very glad that he is our heir. He would be good as a marshal, I have to say. Better than Count Lothar of Wolgast. So let's appoint our son to be marshal. And... yeah, we'll have him research military tech in our main province. There is a slight danger. Oh, he's just popped up to 24 because we satisfied his ambition. There is a slight danger, 2.07% chance in the year that he will get injured because of this, but it's a very minor chance. And he's also upped, look at that, we get a 44.9% chance of increasing light infantry per year. And I think very, very similar in all the other ones. My daughter has become of age. She's a Grey Eminence. Good on her. That's very good. She's also possessed, just like her father. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to send our... We're ill. Not great. Sending our troops up here to take Rana when we get around to it. We're also missing some troops, but what we're going to do is... we might be able to get away with splitting our troops in half. Though they'll still take a lot of attrition, so we might just dump the whole 2,000 there and just take the slight penalty in terms of gold loss. Get over being sick, bro. There's actually... wow, typhoid fever is spreading across the land. If we zoom out slightly... no, zoom in, you can see that those dark patches which are popping in and out as I just go to that zoom level. That's the spread of the disease. So it hasn't quite made it down to us yet. It's more affecting up here in the Lotharingian / East Francian area, but you know, it's not wonderful. Still, fact of life. Does this guy have allies? Yeah, but he can't call any of them to his current wars, and 2 of them are vassals, so this is the only one that he can call in, and she's all the way up here. Don't care. Yeah, we're just going to dump the entire stack on him. Bugger it. So, the 27th they'll get to whirl, and then we'll do that little dick move sort of thing, where we say, okay, they're moving there, 4th of February. Just wait for it. 3rd. There we go. Hey, buddy. Buddy. You got some land that, you know, belongs to us. We could call him a Byzantine. We're not going to. And yeah, we're taking a fair amount of attrition, but it's not unsustainable. And yeah, we'd have to take any attrition to even start progressing the siege, because they've got 1,100 guys. The supply limit is 875. So it's just something we sack. Or we soak. We have a weak claim on the duchies of Bavaria and Bohemia and Moravia. But again, these people aren't related to us. You can see here, if King Ludolf the Great and Malada Primislid are of the same dynasty, or if King Ludolf the Great is a de jure liege of the Duchy of Bohemia, then she'll become a vassal. I am neither of those. So the war is kind of pointless for us at this stage. If we had somebody who has a claim on East Francia, who isn't a Karling, which there are none of, we could potentially invite them to our court and by that margin get somebody who isn't a Karling on the throne. Let's just check the Italians. There's one here, but she will not come to our court for some reason. Probably because she is a wife of somebody. Yeah. And let's check Lotharingia. There's a bunch of people who are not Karlings, who are claimants to Lotharingia, but none of them will come to our court. And finally, West Francia. Again, same sort of thing. I don't know why these guys don't have a, why don't... Oh. No, that confused me for a moment. They didn't have the... Maybe I was seeing things, but I don't think they had the thumbs up, thumbs down thing. But, whatever. Doesn't matter. Nobody will come to our court for that, so, you know. We'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. And again, this is a major problem for us here with this inheritance issue. Just that if the Italian king dies, then his brother, the king of Lotharingia and Burgundy, you can see here, there's Burgundy, there's Lotharingia, would take over all of Italy. Not great. Not great at all. Yeah, so while we are taking attrition, we're compensating for it by the retinue reinforcement. So that's just going to cost us money. Let's see, 4.2, which is our only expense, I think. Yes, 4.2 per month. It's fine. We could actually buy another retinue unit, a skirmish retinue. We're going to do that. And just move them up here so that they're nearby. And then after that, our next retinue purchase will be a... Oh, very nice. Will be a shock retinue so that we can get that third flank going in. Military, my spy master. Nope, it was... I think it was economy. I didn't quite check. That's fine. It's really just... I guess we could try and get more tax out of the cities. How much money does this guy have? Fair amount, but not enough to really do anything with. That's alright, there's a faction here, isn't there? Didn't I imprison this guy? Oh no, I imprisoned this guy's dad. Yeah, Ken Elselm, who was the homosexual who didn't like me. Why doesn't this guy like me? Because he's ambitious. We could get him murdered, but it's not great to try and murder people in your own realm because then all your vassals get that little dishonorable penalty. And that can really stack up. We definitely do not want to create the Duchy of Mecklenburg. We'll probably... No, we won't actually be giving the County of Rana to the chiefess of Rostock. We'll try and generate somebody else or find someone in our court for that or something like that. Because we are going to revoke the title from him. We can do that in the de jure lands of Pomerania. So we would get a little bit more tax if we pumped up town infrastructure. It's not improving very well by its own. We don't want to do trade practices. Trade practices is shit for us. And we could do construction. It'd make things slightly cheaper. Yes, of course, so Basilius lost to the Byzantine War. That's fine. He was going to do that. It was a terrible war for him to declare, apparently. Yeah, I think we're going to invest in town infrastructure. Oh, we're no longer sick. Done. And while those cogs are slightly moving, they're not really. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. We request you honor your obligation and hence your call to arms against Bela Bey, Doga Khan of Alamani, Bela Balek. Declining will cost us 100 prestige. We're not going to decline. With this guy's good ally. Well, this guy's only ally that he can really call on. Oh, hang on. The old Basilius must have died. God damn, that's an issue for us. We're going to have to get our murder on at some point. No worries, though. You know, we'll join in. Well, let's check this war first. Who's involved? Well, nothing really, and it's for Jerusalem, so let's go check out Jerusalem down here. Is it a defensive war? I think it's a defensive war. Yes, it's definitely a defensive war. I'll accept, but I'm not going to come and help you out because, you know, fuck you. What I am going to do is plot to murder your children. Oh, very nice. Okay, so, see here in the line of succession. Let's just go to this guy, and so we can check it out from there. Currently, it goes Romanos Macedon, Leon Macedon, Markia Macedon. So, Romanos, Leon, Markia, and probably Nicaret here as well. So we're going to have to kill all of these kids. But, after we kill 2 of them, we'll be able to see how our wife fits into this. So, we can't kill the Basilius, but we can kill our grandson. And we won't be counted as kinslayer, I believe, because he's not of our dynasty. And yeah, we've got a massive amount of backing on this. Yes, your father's excellent intrigue stat won't save you here, Prince Romanos. Yeah, look at this. This is even better than the thing reported. Sometimes it lies. Great. How are our plots going? We've got a plot to kill Duke Tyrrell. That's wonderful. I think we're letting him do that. And something about Count Marcin of Braunschweig, which I would like you to stop, and you will. Good lady. Oh, we've almost taken this damned castle. He hasn't called in any of his allies. Plot's over. Yep, that's great. So we're letting our Demence levies recharge quite nicely. There we go, a little bit of gold, a little bit of piety from this siege. And yeah. Oh, it's only got 2 holdings. Will you give up, sir? No. It's unfortunate for him. But yeah, we'll take the temple here quite handily. Is this a holy site of some religion? I want to say it's a Norse holy site. No, that's Shalland is a Norse holy site. Ah, it's a holy site of a Slavic religion. You can see because, let's just zoom in a little bit. You see how the colour here, that's the Slavic colour, same as over here. But when we click a Slavic province, it changes colour to be slightly white. That means it's a holy site, as are Plock, I believe, Konagada, and Holmgarda. And there should be one more up down here. Burland. Holding those gives them moral authority. Because we're about to take it from them, we're about to strip something like 5 or 10% moral authority from the Slavic religion. A son was born to my daughter and some dude, but they are sickly, so they may not last. We are losing a fair amount in attrition here. More than we're actually able to keep up with, apparently. That's probably because we're also reinforcing this unit here. So maybe purchasing them would have been a slight mistake. I don't know. But it doesn't matter because we just got a peace offer. Wonderful. Thank you. There's got a vassal inheritance warning because this woman or this kid may give it over to somebody else. I don't know, whatever. Just get them over there, and you are going... You're not going to convert religion, so I'm going to revoke your authority, or your title. And we'll have that answer in 13 days. And then we won't have to worry about this vassal inheritance warning. Let's just join these guys together. Ah, good. They've all assigned themselves nicely. And I'm going to put Lofar in charge of that side of the army. Yep, he accepts my decision. Of course, now I'm over my little thing. We want a German Catholic to be in charge. Let's see if we've got any good German Catholics. What are you, Wolfram? You're a good German Catholic. You're kind of shit, but, you know, whatever. The County of Rana. Done. Good man. Okay, so that's a little bit more of Pomerania under our grasp. In fact, all but the 3 counties here, which is 1 county of Pomerania itself and 2 counties of Pomeralia. Now, because they're held by the same guy, the first thing that we'll be doing will be a de jure war against Sexism here. But the option after that truce goes away, is we can de jure war for the next one in line, Slupsk, and then finally one after that, Gdansk. Or we could holy war for all of Pomeralia, and that would give us Slupsk and Gdansk. But first, we would need to get Sixen here. He does have some allies that he can call. He's Slavic, so, you know. Actually, that won't matter because we're doing a de jure war, not a what do you call it? Holy war. Let's just check religions, just so that I can demonstrate this moral authority thing. Yeah, you see, the Slavic religion has 3% moral authority. Not going well for them, which is good. Whereas the Catholic religion is at 100% moral authority. Yay. And also doing pretty well for pagans, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so we're still waiting just on time sort of stuff. So we're just going to send these guys over here. We're going to be not losing money, but gaining money at a lesser rate, if you want to call it that, just because of our retinues. That's fine. So I'm going to try and let these guys get up to their full 2,500 man strength, and then I'm going to put them in Pomeralia. Or Pomerania, into the county of Szeksen to take it, because it belongs to me. And I would really like to do something about the Italian. He's ill, so he might die, and if he dies, then we're going to have to deal with our King Louis of Lotharingia, and it's just going to be a massive clusterfuck, and I'm not looking forward to that. And apparently the Aquitainians have a revolt for Nibelung. This guy is Karling. Oh good, Baroness Stefania of Blackney was going to throw the kid over the balcony. Good work. Now, what I actually wanted to do was come here and say, I would like to join this war. And that's purely because Nibelung here is Karling. He's trying to get this place back. So, if we offer to join the war, this war here, and say, yes, we don't lose anything, and he will accept. I didn't check this guy's allies, though. Yeah, okay, so he does have a lot of... Okay, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. He does have a lot of allies, but none of them can join his current war. And because we're not declaring war on him, we're joining in on his current war. That's good. Because it should mean that we won't get, you know, Western Europe coming after us. But we do have to wait for this guy to accept our little proposition, which he will. There we go. To the glorious King Ludolf, may you live in harmony and contentment. I gladly accept your offer of assistance in my war. Let our enemies tremble. I am going to raise my personal levies for this, even though this is going to cost me money. Quite a lot of it, actually. Purely because I want to win this quickly. And we don't have to worry about supply limits down here. I mean, 10,000, you know, come on. I mean, 10,000 is close to the maximum number of levies you can raise, but we're not raising our vassal levies. We succeeded with a plot to kill Romanos Macedon. Unfortunately, success! Romanos Macedon flew off those walls like an ostrich. Unfortunately, the assassin was caught and my complicity was discovered. So yeah, he's not going to like us. And I don't think... Let me just check that. Did we get Kinslayer? Nope, we're good. So while we are still allied with the Byzantine, it's not going to be very... Like, he may not come and back us up because, well, we're killing his children. So yeah, there we go. Leon, Markea, and Nicorette. So, Leon, Markea, Nicorette. I wonder. Arrange marriage? We don't have any Lotto fingers around. That's annoying. So we're going to kill Prince Leon. Well, I didn't check that. Let's check that a bit clearer. 188%. It's practically guaranteed. Okay, and the Count of Rana revoked the bishopric from his vassal because the vassal was, you know, pagan. Look at that. We've barely got... We don't even have half of the available backers, and we're already at, you know, well above what we need to be. Count Ifil of Gelrare is seeking to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Gelrare, which is held by Duke Gerlach, my bastard nephew. So we're going to tell him to stop that. Yeah. Look at this. This is exceptional. We're all about the child murder, apparently. Yeah, 305%. That'll just happen at some point. So I don't think that the Aquitainians need to actually need our help here. I mean, they might, but our contribution to this war, assuming that the King of Aquitaine doesn't do something moronic and get himself captured, should be enough to win it quite handily. And we're doing this for purely selfish reasons. Is that one? That's 2 province, so we're going down to Auvergne. Yeah, see, yeah, the Aquitaine king doesn't have much in the way of... He won one nice battle, but then he lost another one, so we're just coming down to help him out. Okay, we succeeded with a plot, but the maid was caught and revealed my complicity before she was hanged. So now he really isn't going to like us, but that's okay. I guess. I mean, if he starts ordering my assassination, what do I care? I got a son. Okay, so Sophia is now back on the list. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be having another child with Sophia. It does mean that Princess Berta might get this this claim thing here, so you know that could be beneficial for us. Who's next in line? Markea. She's not assassinatable at this moment in time. What about her sister is close, so let's just see how that goes. We're getting raided somewhere. Down here. Okay, so the Vikings have come down the river and are raiding Salzburg. They can't take it, but they do have the... They would be able to take out or besiege properly Oberbayern or Niederbayern, so we're going to go down there and chase them off. So the Vikings have sailed all the way down here and up here, and yeah, right up the Danube. So we're just going to chase them off before we come down here and get involved in the revolt. Yeah, we're attacking over water, but that's... bugger it. We'll play sensible. And yeah, you can't attack other fleets. Fleets don't have combat in this game. And we are losing money, but our retinue is... when our retinue is reinforced, we will stop losing money. Come on. 24th February. We shouldn't catch them. They should walk off before we get close. How's this going? Yeah, 143%. So the little thing lied to us again. We definitely have enough power to execute that plot. Yeah, there we go. They're going to move off. And so they did. Let's continue on our walk. Now we got a few more claims opening up. We could press the weak claim on the Byzantine Empire, apparently. It would cost us 50 prestige because we'd be attacking an ally, and I'm gonna be quite honest here. Let's just have a little look at it. Independent states. The Byzantine Empire is far superior to us. Like, it's got more than twice our army potential, sort of thing. Even though they're at war down here and they're technically losing that war, technically, yeah, it's kind of like, really, guys, why would you? Who's this loser? Oh, the new Duke of Carinthia. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Cool. So, again, that particular Duke of Carinthia will probably be very schizophrenic in his voting preferences. There we are, we're making money again. I think we've got about 10 minutes, maybe 15 left before we hit an hour, so let's just move these troops around and we'll see how we go up to that point. I'm pretty impressed that we can press our weak claim on the Byzantine Empire. Actually, I know why that is. Because if you see here, normally you can only press a weak claim if the current holder of the title is female, or if there is a regency, or if there's already a contested claim there. But because Sophia is second or third in line to inherit, we could press her claim. What I would really like to do is get this guy dead. Just because it's a massive pain in the ass. Can we invite her to court? No, we can't even invite her to the plot. Ah well. We're going to have to, tell you what, we'll take our Chancellor out of West Francia and put him in Constantinople, just to say, hey, we know we murdered, like, 2 of your children, but we're really honest to God, we're a really nice bloke. For reals. We can press a claim on Swabia for someone. Or Helmedian, who again is not related to us in any way, so... And what we'd be doing is we'd be pressing the claim for here, on, like, for the guy, but then I think that he would just become a vassal of the East Francian king on top of that, like he wouldn't become his own independent state. So, what's the point? Particularly seeing as we'd have to be fighting all of East Francia for that. I guess you could say that the point would be that we'd get somebody who should be friendly to us in on that, but I gotta be honest. Right, let's have a look at the guy. Yeah, and he'd probably be fairly friendly towards us because we'd be getting him in on the thing, but really it's not that great. Might give us some plot options, but whatever. Brunhild is concerned that she is still not married at the tender age of 17. I will find her someone nice. Somebody who appreciates her being a possessed demon child. Yeah, okay, the Duke of Bourbon hates us. That's fine. Let's see, who can we get an alliance with? Nobody really all that important, I gotta be honest. Most of these people are vassals of others. So, yeah, it's not great. If we do an alliance with this guy, it'd get us 2 alliances with himself and with the King of West Francia. Unfortunately, we'd be marrying a Karling. And you know how I feel about that. No, Brunhild. Let's marry you to somebody nice. A nice German Catholic. Maybe Dietrich here. Will he take a matrilineal marriage? Nope, he's too high on the line of succession. Can we marry you to anybody that we happen to have on board? To the hunchback, I guess. Yeah, alright, let's marry you to the hunchback. Matrilineally, of course. Thank you. And because it's in our realm, we can just say that you and you are married, deal with it. Yep, so a mighty army is... Oh, my daughter has died after a period of illness. That's alright, she was always a weak child. The important thing is that Prince Ulrich here, who kicks ass, seriously, this guy, he could have a better diplomacy, intrigue, and learning stat, but seriously, this guy just kicks ass. He does want some stuff off us, but we can ignore that at the moment. And he'll get that stuff anyway when we eventually die. Apparently we're taking attrition because we've been out of supplies for X days. Let's see if that continues when we get into Auvergne. And if it does, we'll just move over to, you know, Aquitaine itself and see if they'll resupply us or something. Yeah, no attrition here. Nice quick siege. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, my righteous struggle against the heathens is not going to... The Pope's paying us money for being involved in somebody's war that we're not really fighting in because fuck that guy. And Brunhild wants to kill Wolfgang. Wolfgang Immerdinger, who is her husband. Oh, well, that's nice. We just married you two together, and suddenly she's like, well, better kill him. Sure, whatever, sweetheart, you know. You're my daughter, it's up to me to kind of... I'm a doting father, so my daughter can do what she wants. We don't really need to monitor Theodora Macedon anymore. But I do want to monitor the actual Basilius. Because I do want to know if he dies. Which, he's currently leading troops, so he might. He is so good at intrigue, it's ridiculous. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Oh yeah, so we got a lot of money, didn't we? We did get a lot of money. But we're just gonna still let our retinues refresh properly. The only annoying thing about getting engaged all the way over here is to put down our troops, we'll have to march them back to Chur at the very least. And also our troops are out of the country, so we just gotta hopefully... Well, hope that nobody else decides to fuck around with us. How are we doing for time? I think we've got another 5 minutes until we hit that 50-minute mark. I don't want to go over time too long because I know people don't have all the time in the world to watch our hour-long videos. I appreciate you watching them, and we've just had an issue where, you know what, we're going to pay the Mysticus of the Byzantine Empire 20 gold, massively increases his opinion, and now he'll join in on the plot. Come on. Come on, turn to green. Turn to green. Wolfgang was murdered on the orders of Brunhild. Okay. Come on. There we go. Now we're at 148% plot power, so that should happen. Now we've got a bunch of people that we could not assassinate, but imprison. We can imprison our daughter. We're not going to do that. We can imprison Edda Imadinga here. She backed the plot, I believe. And it was also her brother, so she's got the Kinslayer modifier. And we can imprison this guy, which we're not going to do. So while it's telling us, hey, you can imprison people, we don't want to imprison people just yet. Now what's happening over here? The Duchy of Moravia, it still can't be usurped for another 3 years, because this woman holds it. Holds it incorrectly, I'll, put in mind of that. And this woman's at war, so we can't take the title off her. Praha, that one. That's actually kind of fortunate for us, I guess. So the Polish queen is trying to take this province here, which will give her 2 of the provinces in the Duchy of Bohemia. Still not enough to claim the duchy title, but it will mean that we could go to war with her for those 2 provinces, and because they're both Catholic, well, easy win for us. Okay, we've got a positive balance at the moment, so let's see if there's anything that we can buy. We're still constructing the keep in Munchen. Not enough to buy anything in Andex. We could get a barracks or a stable upgrade in Wittelsbach. We could upgrade a little bit of stuff in in Lundberg and also in Weimar, but we're not going to because we're not really planning on holding on to either of those 2. Ideally, what we're going to do is take all 5 of these counties in Bavaria. Ideally. And we could just get that -20 tyranny penalty again, just for revoking some dude's title. We might do that. Let me just check something. We're not going to do it for Kempton because, well, yeah, okay, so this guy's on the way out. He's possessed, he's stressed, and he has syphilis. Not doing a good job there, buddy. His wife is also stressed, but that's probably because she's lustful and her husband has syphilis, so, what can she do? And we're not actually going to... We can't really revoke the Prince Bishopric of... Okay, so that's a slight change in plans. We won't be able to take all 5 counties in Bavaria, but we don't care about Salzburg because it's held by a religious vassal. But ideally I'd like Nuremberg and Kempten. We're not going to take Kempten because it's held by our spy master and we want him to have a positive opinion of us. But we might just take Nuremberg off the count here because, well, fuck this guy, right? He doesn't like us because we revoked his title last time. And if we revoke his final title, then, well, he won't be a noble. Well, a land-holding noble. Unless, let me just check something. No, the request would be denied from the Pope because he likes that guy. I wish we could find out who the Pope didn't like. Because then we could just go around revoking titles for free, basically. Yeah, at least it tells us that the request would be denied. But in general, the Pope has a positive opinion of most people. Oh well, Count Hugo's dead, so that gets rid of that issue. And we've got an open position for a spy master. We're not going to give it to Ernst, despite him being the best man for the job. We're going to give it to the mayor of Dachau. And he's immediately going to go studying technology in Constantinople. I don't know how he picked up syphilis. I mean, obviously I know he screwed a whore or something and got it from that. But, yeah, Constantinople didn't appear to be having an outbreak. Oh well. And we're going to actually... No, and we were planning on giving the mayor here just a little monetary incentive, but instead we're just going to make him seneschal. Give him a little bit more opinion. Always good to have your spy master like you. See, this war's going quite well for us, because apparently we destroyed a bunch of guys in a battle for Million. Which, you know, news to me. I didn't see it happen. Don't even know who that is. Is it this place up here? No, that's Amiens. Amiens. Yeah, I don't know where that is. Oh well. That's alright. We're just besieging places, I guess. That's our role here. Alright, so after we take this place, which we'll do now, thank you, 12.5 gold. And no piety from that. And, oh, we captured this guy. Who is useless. He's nobody. We can just send him back for another 10 gold. We're going to do that. So just send him back for another 10 gold. Nice. And we keep that siege going. It'll be fairly swift. But we'll have to come back to that next episode, because I believe it's time to say that, that we've been going on for long enough. So, as usual, if you have any questions about what I'm doing, plans for the future, if you've got any comments, leave them all below. Be happy to check them out and respond to them. If you're liking how things are going, you know, give us a like if you want to see more of this sort of stuff, or if you hate the Karlings as much as I do, press that subscribe button. And yeah, let's call it a day there. So I've been Sub, you've been yourselves. Later.